Welcome back to Realm Rado. I don't know if, hopefully you didn't miss the last episode, but we got a doozy here. It involves choking on water, playing a sport, Battle of 287, all these things. But anyways,
let's jump right
Derek and Tyler here. Remember, if you haven't liked, followed, hit the bell.
Do it.
Do it all.
You guys know what to do.
Yes,
it's not like it's the
please,
first
please.
podcast you've ever listened to. So hit the button. Follow
Don't make us resort to begging.
We beg you. Follow us. Okay.
So Sara was telling a story
Yeah.
Right.
that
So
was getting out of control.
I was swimming, and 75%
boyfriend
now. My
was
boyfriend's
watching.
at the end.
Okay, come on.
And I want to impress him. And I am normally I've done this race so many times. I'm proficient in this. I have practices. I know what I am doing, and I'm going like this. This is what, because I was in the butterfly. Okay, so imagine. So I'm doing this.
So you were doing the butterfly, not the Tootsie Roll.
No, not the
Tootsie Roll.
No, none of that. None of that.
Okay,
not
not
the
that.
prep.
Okay,
No,
come
no,
on,
no.
butterfly.
We're doing this. And so when I went like this, I came up and I was choking. I started swallowing water, right? So I started swallowing water. And so my mind was racing because now we're at the kind of the top of the pool where you could stand up, right? This is like where you
He's
can
not
kind of
going to
stand
kiss me now, is what she's thinking.
up. Well, no. And I was thinking to myself, I just need to stop. I just need to stop. This is ridiculous now. You know what? Just stop. So I said, okay, how do I pretend I'm sick? Just started thinking maybe something tragic could happen so I could garner up sympathy because,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
no.
definitely not finishing first.
No. Definitely not finishing. So, I couldn't even see. I couldn't do nothing. And I just, I went and I finished, I think 7th out of 8, right?
Okay.
And so I came back, came out of the water. I just did not want to get out of the water. And it was like, the next race has to happen. You have to get out. And, having to face that there, I learned that you are going to make those errors. The first error I made was to change my pace to please a person.
Wow.
And if you change the core values of your business, of who you are, if you alter that for preference, if you alter that to let a person feel comfortable.
Or even a customer.
Or a customer feel comfortable. Yeah. The customer service doesn't mean abandoning the principles that have got you to where you are.
No, that's good.
And so I learned that. The second thing I learned is there's always another race. There's always another race. We may lose a customer. We may have a bad review. We may have, a situation that come up, and our temptation would be hide all of the ugliness about it and not take responsibility. But the truth was, I was responsible. It wasn't, the water wasn't any different. Nothing was different, but the fact that I came off of beat. And sometimes when you get off of beat, you beat yourself up so bad you never enter the next race. So I learned, take responsibility, take the correction, chew on it, and create a certain mental discipline that the next race is always ahead, that we always have another opportunity with a customer. We always have another opportunity to like right now, Battle of 287, we have an opportunity. A year ago, it's like they didn't want to deal with us. No, we have this great opportunity. We have banners and trucks going out there, DJ, games, live stuff. We're going to be sitting there in our Pegasus shirts. We're showing up for the city. And so because we've consistently showed up for the next race, now they're also inviting us into their place. And so I love what I get to do here, which is change the mindset, change the concept, change the perception of something, and show what we really have to bring to the table, which is just a real love for the city and wanting to serve the people.
Not just good hair.
Not just, what are you talking about?
Yeah. I was at the barbershop because I go to
Me
a
too.
barbershop here in Ennis. And as I was getting my hair cut, I got onto my dealer on call with our reps, and they said that they want to see me in a wig that has some similarities to Tyler's hair. So I told them I like the idea. I'm going to do that because I'm just curious, like, what it would be like to throw my hair around like that, No, but that was really a powerful story and powerful points that you made. And I think it's important for our clientele to know that our company stands by our core values.
Yes.
And so
Will not falter.
we said that multiple times. So right now we're going to put Tyler on the spot.
That's what I was thinking.
Because
Why not?
Why not see if Tyler knows core value number one? Tyler?
Integrity.
It's integrity. And because today, not only is our catalyst of change probably one of the most prolific dynamic speakers, you're going to tell the core value. That's part of the game. And the second part of the game is our catalyst of change is going to talk about what that word means. So core value number one of the Gilchrist automotive family is
integrity.
Integrity.
Yes.
Integrity, a lot of times people say it's what you do behind doors when other people are not watching. But I would like to say integrity is structure. The integrity of this table, the infrastructure and build of this is also integrity. And so you can look at it from what we're doing, but we are public business. So our integrity lies in the infrastructure and the structure and the habitual constancy that we offer to the market. So when you are integrous, it means you're reliable, you can be counted on, and you're dependable. So that's what I believe that, when we're talking about integrity here.
That's one thing, like what I tell customers, I'm like, there's a lot of times a customer will doubt what someone in the car business says or not believe
A lot
it.
of times.
So
yeah, right?
a statement I always say, and I say it with conviction and commitment because it's true. I would not be in this business or I was at my last place for 10 years. I would not be in extended term or plant myself or be in this business as long as I have been without any integrity. So if I was lying, it would do me no good because I say, look, my word, my reputation is worth more than any one car deal, worth more than really a customer that's overly upset, something that I couldn't control, something along those lines. My word and my name in this business, it's not worth anything beyond that.
But I think the reason why I wanted to highlight some of the structure and stuff, because that's good, right, is the face value that we get to interact with a customer, making them know that we take it personally, yep. Right? Which is what Tyler's saying. Is like, listen, my personal integrity is tied to how I serve. Observing what has happened over the past, like I said, a little bit over 12 months, is the systems that were also put in place to develop the sales reps, the constancy of the sales rep, the lowering turnover, creating reliability and dependability. A salesperson, a customer could have come 9 months ago, and they're going to come back, and most of the salespeople are still here. Yeah. That's a system of reliability. That's a system of consistency, because in the car business, it's such high turnover. Mm-hmm. That's also one of the things that breaks integrity is, oh my gosh, I was really looking for my service tech. But Tyler, in your business, in your store, what's the name of your sales tech that is third generation service? Leighton. Mm-hmm. Okay, third generation, and he's been here a while. So when he talks to you, he's talking from a generational standpoint. Yeah. Being here and seeing, consistent sales trainings, supporting the employees in such a way, having events that supported the community. These people are able to look back on their own lives as a service employee or a sales employee, and you're also from any standpoint, they can come in and the general managers are still here, and a lot of the employees are still here. So I think that lends to integrity too. Is actually the systems that keep the turnover low and the longevity. Yeah.
And all that was just core value number one.
All right, we can make it shorter. Okay, we can race. Race.
I don't know if you know this or not, but the CCOC, Captain Catalyst of Change, has a lot of passion.
Yes.
She's worth every penny. So, her passion and fire is
an investment.
It's crucial. So
it's crucial.
Oh, let me.
He's like,
you gotta be careful.
Don't leave me out.
Wonder
Twin powers activate.
Okay, that's core value number one. Core value number two is urgency.
Sense of urgency, man.
Okay, sense of urgency. So,
urgency.
So urgency means you are so important.
I know how to tell him. It's almost the way she talks. She's urgent.
Let me get this message across.
No.
Loud and proud.
Yeah, urgency is
like speed up.
Yeah, you're so important.
No. We're just modeling urgency. Like we need it now.
Right.
Yep.
Not
Okay.
later.
Okay. We have an offer. We have an offer that we ran with our oil change.
Okay.
Right. That you could do it in 15 minutes or less.
Oh.
Right. So it was like
15 minutes or less. Okay.
No. She said 50.
15. You heard it here.
No.
Chevrolet.
Go
if
to
you don't, you get a free oil change.
No.
it's 5-0 And then we got this really amazing review just last week that talked about, man, the service was so quick. And so you're so important. Urgency is that we don't want to take your time, your family, your choosing Pegasus lightly. So we are on the ball. We are trying to get it done in the quickest, but efficiency is more important than quick. We would rather slow down a little bit and be excellent at what we're doing than be really, really fast and mediocre. So what we've been able to master is doing both of those things so well in our word of urgency. That's the way we honor the client.
Slow down to speed up.
I like it.
I had a customer on last Friday, that she's from Ennis, and I got involved with and started talking. Any Ennis customer or local, I try and, like what you did on the pound and pavement, find out, hey, just some of the history. So I sat down and had a conversation. And one thing I will say, folks in Ennis, they believe wholeheartedly in the sense of urgency.
Yeah.
They want it. It's now, and I can appreciate that. So I've learned that. So when if I'm taking over, it's going to be bam, 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 bam. At the end of the sale, or at the end of the meeting with her, I had a conversation with the salesperson. Like, look, out here and taking care of these customers, one is treating them right. Well, in any business, but you have to move quick. The sense of urgency has to be top priority, one of the top priorities, and like you have to move. They want an answer, you give them the answer, the right answer as quickly as you can. You take care of them. You get the car pulled up. I constantly preach about having a car ready before the customer gets here, but sense of urgency, and Ennis especially, is very crucial.
I'm telling you.
These business owners, they may have 20 minutes in between jobs. Hey, I want to see this truck. Hey, I got to go. All right.
See you when you come back.
All right. Well,
you can't be hemming and hawing.
Yeah.
No hemming and hawing here.
No.
Core value number 1 is integrity. Core value number 2 is sense of urgency. This is like going to church, guys. You know, and this is a 5-point message. It almost really takes five weeks almost. So core value number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler?
Is it 5 weeks?
Tyler, core value 3.
Attention to detail.
Attention to detail. Excellence over perfection. Here at Pegasus Chevrolet, we believe in excellence over perfection. And what that means is with the tools, the material, the information, the time we have, we are going to give you our absolute best. The best research that we can find, but we are not going to hold ourselves to an impossible standard of perfection because we deal with human resources, we deal with machinery, and sometimes those things can go wrong. But you can guarantee that we're going to give you everything we have at the best of our ability every single time.
Yes. Full disclosure. Our business is a business where people want us to be transparent. They want us to be full disclosure. They want what you said to match what you do. Integrity. They want it to be, like you said, urgent. And at the end of the day, we got to get it right.
Yep.
We got to dot the I.
One of the things I appreciate when we were interviewing CDJ the other day, and Leighton was talking about and explaining the inspections. Like when Pegasus does an inspection on your vehicle, a lot of times you can go to a dealership and, they'll just say things and you feel you're being gypped. As a customer, sometimes I have gone to different dealerships and feel like they're just making stuff up. Literally just making stuff up because I came in to come and get an oil change and now you told me I'm $8,000 into my car is going to fall apart. My tires are going to fall. By the time I get to the end of the street, I'm going to die. And I feel manipulated and taken advantage of because maybe I'm female or all these different things go in my head. But when Leighton was explaining how the inspections are done here and there's no pressure, it's informational. It's informational. It's not scare tactics. It's you came in for this. We are going to give you a report just so you know the health of your car, because one of the things he said is if you do proper maintenance, your car can go up to 300, 400,000 miles. That was blowing to me.
Let's trade them before.
Yeah, we're going to trade them before.
It was also a Ram, I wanted to point out.
I mean, we have one that has 413,000 miles that just got traded in, and it was a Chevy.
Point is, at Pegasus, we have service, we have sales, we have
Ram
all of that.
battle.
We have all of that. Battle of the Rams right here. But what we do have is transparency, as he was saying. We're not going to force you, but we're here to inspire, educate, and make sure that you have all the tools you need to make sure the vehicle and the life of your vehicle is taken care of.
I like it. 100% choices, they make 100% of the decisions, right?
Yes.
We just present offers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
All right. That's core value number 3.
Gotcha.
We're on core value number 4.
Core value number 4.
And me and you are good at this one. Mostly. I do a little bit of piggyback. Come on, up top. It's teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Come on.
All roads lead to Pegasus. Yeah. So I will say.
Yeah, come on, Tyler. Give the preacher a break.
Oh, yeah. Preach. So Derek is a phenomenal leader, and I piggyback off a lot of that. So Derek's idea and the all roads lead to Pegasus, it wasn't all roads lead to Pegasus Chevrolet. It wasn't all roads lead to Ennis. We want them to come to Ennis, but it was all roads lead to Pegasus and sharing in that. But one thing in this podcast being a big part of that is that teamwork. So that is a huge core value here. We sell cars out of other stores' inventory. I'll tell you, when I reach out about a vehicle, within the group, it's, hey, I got it sold or I'm working a deal. But so many people, they have that same sense of urgency. They pay attention to the detail, but more importantly, they work with the team as is. So, but it's one of the big things I love about Derek is team player numero uno, Mr. D. The preacher butts.
And this is what makes us a team. We just add players to the team all the time.
But it goes right back to, right? We have battles coming up, and it's the teamwork, the generosity. So teamwork is also, when I see that, I think of it as a generosity thing. A lot of businesses implode because there's competition and comparison versus support. And so
we're going to compete.
Yeah, you're going to compete
we're
in
gonna
sales
compete.
for sure. But in these
we're going to collaborate.
Yes.
But there's a lot of collaboration that goes because it can benefit the whole.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
You all are by each other's side. So it's not like the parking lots are so far apart. People get the option. And yeah, they're going to try and sell their vehicles,
Jesus.
but at the same
Can't wait till we get his beautiful Taj Mahal built.
Yes,
We're going to be further away now.
I know. We're going to get a golf cart.
Yeah.
Because we're a team.
Yeah, remember Ennis supposed to let us know if you got a golf cart for sale.
We're on. We need to buy one.
Come on.
You know what the 5th core value
What
is?
is it?
I've let you guys do a lot of talking here. It's my favorite.
We had to do all the answering.
Okay, well, number 5, I'll close us out.
Okay,
It's
let's
my
go.
favorite one. Personal growth. And I love that when a company speaks about not just business growth. It says personal growth.
So how have you grown being the general manager here?
Immensely.
Pressure is a privilege.
Mm-hmm.
And my growth has come because it's expanded me to,
Shout out to Mike.
yes, it's expanded me, though, the opportunity to understand how do you run a dealership with both autonomy and accountability. Sometimes I've been in situations where you were given just a little bit of room to do things, and that didn't really grow me because that gets monotonous. It's easy. Here, I've been given a lot more reins to have to think about way more things, and because of that, I had to grow personally. There was plenty of things that I came in thinking I knew, that now with the exposure to what I've been exposed to, I realized I didn't know. So it had me to have to humble myself, to ask questions. What does that word mean? What does that phrase mean? Can I go off to learn service as if I don't know anything about service? It was probably one of the greatest experiences I had. Our group sent me to Kansas City, and I spent a week just talking about the service department. And I went in like just a fresh student, blank sheet of paper, had a pen, and my mind was open. But that's personal growth, you know. But it started with me also being vulnerable and saying, just because I have a title doesn't mean I know everything. And I had to now know what I do know, but what I didn't know, and go be willing to have somebody share and teach me those things. So personal growth. I mean, I could go on and on about this one.
I think that's one of the things I do admire about the Gilchrist Group and the Pegasus brand, is seeing the latitude in which leadership gets to function. You know, sometimes there's so much micromanagement, it stifles the leaders from tapping into their own brilliance, tapping into a wealth of knowledge that they wouldn't have otherwise known, because everything is so micromanaged that they get frustrated. They can't develop any wings. But here, there's so much trust that I think it goes down, and then it trickles all the way down. And that's something I really, really do admire as part of checking out the brand. Was you never want to really work with a brand that does not give the space for personal development, personal revelation, personal investment, where they're growing, learning, and seems to be space to pivot, space to, there seems to just be a lot of trust is the way I would say that the corporation or the organization has given to both of you, because you are able to be independent and interdependent within your brand. So there's certain things that Tyler would like to do or does because it's unique to his particular store and his particular style of leadership and what kind of customer he's attracting. So it's not just all one blanket, like, okay, you know what, we're just gonna, when I post this for you, it's the same thing for Tyler. It can't be, because it's not the same brand and it's not the same way, psychology, you're tapping into that customer. So you find that in Ramrado, we have two very distinct personalities, one corporation, different brands underneath there, and brother. You can just never cookie cutter it. But I love that the Gilchrist Group does that.
Well, I'll tell you. So there's personal accountability, but one of the best forms of accountability I have, other than myself and my wife, is my neighbor. So, how many? It's probably if we don't see each other in a day, it's going to sound like we're a boyfriend and girlfriend, but if we don't see each other in a day, I'm like, we forget. But we sit down for 20, 30 minutes at a time. Just one, we'll just ramble. I think
you're more unhappy if you don't see him in a day than.
That's true.
Okay.
He'll see me hunt him down.
No, that's not true.
I believe that. I believe that.
But I'll sit in Derek's office.
He went on vacation. And when he was gone for that entire week, I remember texting and saying, "What day do you come back?" Yeah, I said, "What day you come back?" Because I was like, "Man,
my routine is upset.
Yeah.
My routine is off."
I ain't talked to my man.
It'd be 20, 30 minutes talking about ideas and collaborating. I mean, it's like, because you have a wealth of knowledge. Like, how long you been in the corporate business now?
20 years.
20 years. So mine's
Anniversary.
Mine will be 12 years. 12 years in January. So there's car knowledge here, but it's like you got grown kids.
Yeah.
So it's wisdom in different areas. That maybe every now and then I impart some of my wisdom if there is some.
Plenty.
But it's a good thing to have. So
eventually
you'll come to my building and we can have conversations.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, I'm not going back to the shack.
I know.
But but the other side of this though is what? And what do I always tell you is that I also believe that part of my life mission and part of my personal growth is the mistakes I made along the way. My job is also to give back so that people can avoid those pitfalls. Yeah. And that's a big, big deal in my relationship with you and just my relationship even with our sales associates and team, is that I don't want to see people that's around me make the same mistakes that I made, because they don't have to learn that way. People are going to make enough mistakes and they're going to make their own. So whatever those mistakes they got to go make on their own, great. But let it not be the ones that I know I've made that I could have at least assisted, planted a seed in, or even given wisdom to. So even after you may have made that mistake, you know what to do after it. Because I am a byproduct of mistake, growth. mistake. Growth. I'm just a byproduct of making mistakes and growing. And so because of that, I really, though, believe in this personal growth one.
Yeah. I love that. And I mean, thank you guys for allowing me to consult and collaborate. And
we see who's running this podcast. So sounds like we're wrapping up.
Do you know our closing lines? Do you want to go ahead and say
I'm
that too?
I'm just saying thank you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the values that are within, like I said, the organization are core values. And that's when it's best, right? When it lines up with who you already are, it's such an easy fit. And it's easy to work with. And then there's not this hostility because there's not a inequity within the brand and the people. And I just realized that we all have on blue.
Tyler, let's end this thing today. Come on, what are we going to do? Come on, dog it. Come on,
you know,
come on.
let's
end it. Come on,
sing a song.
Did it go down this time?
It went down like a
Disney movie. God dog it. Tell you what, all roads lead to Pegasus. Make sure you like, subscribe. Follow us. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube primarily.
Yep.
Check out the reels.
Twitter, all the stuff.
Come see us.
But most importantly, drive yourself down I-45 and just
get the
come
the Ramrado experience. Right next to each other. You can drive them both. Come on.
We'll see you next time.
See you.